So I thought it was important to note that as we're about to discuss this new tax, the history of the golf club originally was two separate concessions. You had the golf club, which was the country club, clubhouse, and then you had the actual golf course itself. And in the 1950s, the current golf club structure came into being, and obviously they've done a phenomenal job through the years. I think this rendering is absolutely beautiful, and I think it really does a nice job of getting rid of that eyesore pro shop from the 80s that I remember going to as a kid. But I'll say that as we're on the verge of voting on this new tax, if for some reason the tax fails, I think we need to go back to what the original deed restrictions say. The 1940 Parklands deed says that the privileges of the Palos Verdes Country Club and its buildings and appurtenances shall always be available to the property owners of Palos Verdes Estates on at least as favorable terms as are granted to the most favored members and or patrons of said country club. So I think what's going on with this renovation, it's more than just a renovation, it's an expansion, is we're expanding access, we're expanding the footprint of our public space and giving it to the members, which is fine, but they need to pay for it. And if we're not getting enough money from the concession agreement and this tax fails, they need to pay a larger share. That's my opinion on this. That or the residents, the PVHA members, deserve to have increased access rights to the facilities in keeping with the original language of the 1940 grant deed. In closing, I'll say that the bylaws state that the golf course is not allowed to be used as a private club. Those words are in the actual concession agreement. Why do you think that's in there? Because this is a community asset, this belongs to the public, and let's make sure that it serves the public's interest. Thank you.